What are some of the common types of pressure that you can measure with a pressure sensor? There are three common types that we use in the industry. First being gauge pressure. This is measured in reference to atmospheric pressure, which is typically 14.7 psi. You will show a positive pressure when it is above atmospheric pressure, and a negative when it is below atmospheric pressure. The next type is absolute pressure. Simply put, this is the pressure as measured against absolute vacuum. A full vacuum will have an absolute pressure of 0 psi, and increase from there. If you need to read a pressure that is lower than atmospheric pressure, this is the type of sensor you would use. The last type that is commonly monitored in the industry is differential pressure. This is exactly what it sounds like, the difference between two pressures, a pressure being measured and a reference pressure. In industry, pressure sensors are used for a wide variety of processes. Some common uses are to measure the pressure of steam. Steam is commonly used to heat many processes in manufacturing facilities. This pressure sensor on the steam system can serve multiple purposes though. First and most obvious is to observe and monitor the pressure. Another purpose is to control when and where steam can flow and regulate its pressure. Steam can build up a pressure in a vessel and become dangerous. We can use the pressure sensor as an input device to open and close a control valve to keep the pressure and steam flow regulated. This only requires simple programming in the PLC to achieve this. Pressure sensors are also installed next to filters in many industrial processes. If the filter begins to clog, the flow will decrease. As the flow of the liquid decreases, pressure can increase or decrease depending on which side of the filter is monitored. If you monitor the pressure, it will give you a simple indication that the filter is clogged and needs to be cleaned or replaced. A common use that isn't as obvious is the use of a pressure sensor as a level sensor. In an open tank, you can use the hydrostatic pressure that is measured at the sensor. With a little math, using the size of the tank and specific gravity of the liquid, we can determine how much of that liquid is in the tank. If the tank is closed, it isn't as simple of an installation. It is still a viable option though. This will require at least two sensors to measure differential pressure. The high pressure sensor would be located at the bottom of the tank, measuring the liquid pressure, and the low pressure sensor near the top, measuring the air pressure inside. A calculation can then be performed to figure out how much liquid is in the tank.